Working in a school district for my Clark Kent job and having 2 daughters, the month of June is hectic. But I'm back. The Goat Gazette is back. And I have some bad news.
Drive hit deep towards left center. Rojas back to the track. Hit the wall. She's gone! Hunter Goodman has done it! A walk-off 2-run home run here in the 9th inning, and the Yardgoats win it. 5-4 Hartford over Reading as Goodman delivers. He leads the league in home runs. He leads the league in RBIs, and he's the hero in Hartford here tonight.
All right, Goat fans, you are going to have to bear with me. This is the Goat Gazette, the officially unofficial YouTube channel of the Hartford Yardgoats, and I am your host, Midnight Mike. I'm so happy to be back. Like I said, June is very hectic. I might have to every year kind of take a step back during the month of June, but I'll always get back on course because I love the Yardgoats, I love doing this show, and I want to build this show. But that takes you guys. Go down below, hit subscribe, hit the like button. Those help with the algorithms. Those will help other people find the Goat Gazette and find myself bringing you all up-to-date Goat news. Now today, I'm going to try to keep it a little short. I don't know how that's going to happen. I have a lot of information here for you, but I have a very special home run party, which actually only consists of 1 home run, but it was a special one. But regardless of that, the Goats have not been doing good. I have not given you a standings update since May 2nd. That was the last time I did an in-studio official Goat Gazette. Now, I did do one since then where I traveled to Duncan Park. That was on May 2nd, and I put that out a week or 2 later with an interview with the Director of Media Operations, Jeff Dooley, a bunch of stuff from around the park. Please check that out. It'll probably actually pop up at the end of this video if you haven't seen it already. But anyway, it's been since May 2nd that I've brought you a standings update. On May 2nd, the Yardgoats were 11-8. Okay? So from that time, for another week or 2, they were hovering around the 500 mark. They just couldn't get a few games ahead, or they didn't actually drop a few games behind for a while. They kind of hovered around 500. But then somewhere along the way, it all went wrong. I've said before, last season was magical for the Hartford Yardgoats. I would go into every series without a doubt in my mind that the Yardgoats would take the series, whether they take 4 out of 6 or 5 out of 6. It was almost a guarantee, especially in the first half of the season. The Goats last year were a very special team, but it seems like we have crash landed back to earth, back to where the Yardgoats are kind of used to being. And I do attribute a lot of that. Maybe this is just me. Let me see if you guys agree with me. I attribute a lot of that to the fact that the Rockies are such a terrible team that they are constantly bringing up and down so many people from the Yardgoats, from the Albuquerque Isotopes, and you're not getting a good, solid team dynamic. Guys are in and out, whereas the teams in our division, the Mets organization, the Yankees organization, the Blue Jays organization, these teams are they have a steady team up at the majors. So their minor league teams, you know, maybe a guy will move up from AA to AAA, whatever, but their minor league systems are those teams are set. And once again, this year, let's bring up the standings. I said we were 11-8. Yeah, look at that. We have dropped to 29-38. And if you do the math, that means since the last time I talked to you when we were at 11-8, we have gone 18-30. That's embarrassing. Like that is frustrating. And we have a lot of great players on this team. Hunter Goodman, let's bring up the home runs. Hunter Goodman has 18 home runs on the year. The record, I believe, I haven't looked this up. I probably could. The record was set last year by Michael Tolley, and I believe it was at 23. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe it was around 23. And why is that? Now, granted, you're like 23 home runs in a whole season. This is minor league ball. Guys are coming up. Guys are dropping down. Guys are heading all over the place. By the way, congratulations, Ezekiel Tovar, Brett and Doyle, both of them on the Rockies team. Guys, they were. I was watching them play last year for the Goats, and it's so awesome to see them up. There's other Goats up there, but those guys, seeing them up there on the Rockies has been a joy. Whenever on the MLB app you can highlight your favorite players, so you get info. I have them highlighted, and I always get to check out their highlights. It's awesome. But 18-30, Hunter Goodman, 18 home runs on the year. He could easily break the Yargoats home run season record of 23. I'm just scared that he's going to get to 22 and they're going to be like, we need you on the Rockies, or we need you to get ready, go to Albuquerque. Excuse me. We'll see what happens. But Hunter Goodman's blasting him. Now, those two guys at the bottom tied for, I guess it's fourth, Brett Boswell and Kyle Datras, both of them came on a month or two into the season, and they already are in the top 5 of team leaders in home runs. And everyone knows my love for Kyle Datras. He's a highlight of his has been on pretty much every Goat Gazette. Not today, but love Kyle Datras. As a matter of fact, he just got off the injured list, I believe, yesterday. So I'm hoping he'll be in the lineup tomorrow when I'm at Duncan Park. That's going to lead to another thing. But before we get to all that, I have the Goat Gazette tour dates, okay? I've already been, I mean, I've been to some games, but I was at the game on May 2nd, and I put that out there. But there's other games that I'm specifically going to go to film for the Goat Gazette, and I'm calling that the Goat Gazette Tour 2023, and I'll have that information for you right after this. It's a special home run party. It's only one home run. It's Zach Veen, who is actually right now on the injured list. It's Zach Veen hitting what I believe, again, correct me if I'm wrong, was the first and is the only grand slam. Did they hit one? The other night we had a great like 8th or 9th inning. We scored tons of runs, and there was a lot of double. I forget if there was a grand slam, but here was the first one of the season. Home run party, Zach Veen, grand slam.
Of the year, stands ready atop the mound and delivers. Pitch is swung on and crushed. Deep right field. Back is Frazier. It's gone. Zach Veen has broken this game wide open. It is 6-0 as he smacks a first pitch grand slam off of Nick Domkowski.
Awesome to see. Love seeing home runs. Love seeing grand slams. Love hearing that Hartford Yargoats, Hartford Whalers goal/home run song. I can never get enough of it. Either way, the reason I told you earlier to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, hit the like button, is I have a lot of ideas coming up. Not only more standard Goat Gazettes like you see here, but also when I travel to Duncan Park for home games, when I travel once a season, maybe more, I don't know, but definitely once a season to an away game for the Hartford Yard Goats. All that comes up. I'm also planning on, I don't know when it was, I want to say it was about a month ago, against Portland, the Yard Goats broke their runs in an inning record, and in the 6th inning scored 10 runs, and this is while they were playing as the Bouncing Pickles. We'll get to that in 1 second. But another plan I have is I'm just going to watch that and I'll show it to you, and I'm just going to sit and comment and talk, and maybe I can get somebody on to talk about that inning, whether it's someone watching, a fan of the Goat Gazette, or just a fan. I talk to a lot of people in the Hartford Yard Goats Facebook page. Maybe someone else can come on and we can watch that together, and you'll be able to see. These are things that are in my mind rolling around. I even want to talk about one day on how I became a Yard Goats fan. And I've talked about this before, but I've never gotten to it. And I have pictures going back to 2017 or 2016, 2017, somewhere in there when the Yard Goats became a team. When I was living in Philadelphia, of me walking around Philadelphia with a Yard Goats hat. I want to do all of this. So please, again, like and subscribe. But speaking of breaking the record as the Bouncing Pickles, I have 2 pictures of them in their Bouncing Pickles uniform. There it is. I said it before and I'll say it again. Not hot on this. I think it's goofy. Like they're Defender of the Diamond Marvel logo. They're goofy. They're childish now. I get it. It's family friendly. And I want the kids to go out there and buy this merch. Buy all the merch you can. Any merch. If you like the Bouncing Pickles, buy it up. It only helps the team. So in no way am I judging you if you buy a Bouncing Pickles hat or something like that. I'm actually happy you supported the team. It's just my preference. But then, just the other day, it was yesterday? The day before? They honored Johnny Schoolboy Taylor from the Negro Leagues of Baseball, one of the most famous players out of Hartford. And I knew that these uniforms were going to be fire the second I saw the hat and the idea. I love I've said this so many times, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating this, but this is for first-time viewers. I love the simple New York NY, the simple Boston B, the Cubs C, the Phillies P. I love this Hartford H, but this one was old school. Check it out. That uniform looks so old school. I love it. I love it. I love it. I would rather see them wear that all the time than ever wear a Bouncing Pickles uniform again. But once again, if you love it, buy the merch. That's all I really care about. Okay, so the Goat Gazette Tour, I'm going to end it out here. These are the games that so far, I may pull a few more in from my travels, but so far these are the ones that I have confirmed that I will be at, and I will be recording for the Goat Gazette. And if you want, come up. I'll be wearing this jersey, this hat, most likely. If I'm wearing this jersey, it says Midnight Mike right on the back, so you can't miss me. And if you want to come on and tell me what I'm doing wrong. Give me some constructive criticism. Talk Yard Goats with me. I'd love to meet anyone who likes the Yard Goats enough to watch this show. I mean, you've got to like the Yard Goats a lot. So here we go. The Goat Gazette 2023 tour tomorrow. This is short notice because this is coming out the night of the 24th. Tomorrow, June 25th, I will be at Duncan Park to see the Hartford Yard Goats take on the Erie Seawolves. Can't wait to see you there. Once again, this is very short notice. I did this last time when I went on May 2nd. I put an episode out May 2nd being like, hey, guess what? I'm going to be at the park tonight. And I actually did get to meet a few of you, including people who work. I mean, I know people who work for the team and players on the team, but concession people, security who were, hey, you do the Goat Gazette. Absolutely. And it was awesome to meet them. So once again, if you're going to be there tomorrow, Sunday, June 25th, that'd be great. Come up, say what's up. I'd love to talk to you. I love talking Yard Goats. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go into September. And now I'm going to be at some games in July and August, but I have a vacation plan. I have so many things planned. I'm trying to work that out, and I don't know if I want to go through the whole filming of the Goat Gazette, but here we go. September 5th, I will be at Duncan Park, and I will be seeing the Hartford Yard Goats take on the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. Remember, last season, I actually traveled up to Binghamton to see the Yard Goats play at, Maritabo Stadium or something like that. And you could check that out on this page. Go check it out. Check out my travels. It was fun. But this one's going to be at home at Duncan Park, September 5th against the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. And now, my travel game. If you're in Portland, Maine, and you are a fan of the Portland Sea Dogs, I'll try to remember to tag them in this video. Or, hey, maybe you want to travel up. I am going to be in Portland, Maine on September 15th and September 16th. I am staying overnight, 2 games against the Portland Sea Dogs. Yard Goats, I'll be there cheering you on. And now you may be saying, wow, you're going up there, 2 games, whatever. Last time I went to Binghamton, 5-hour trip there, watched the game, 5-hour trip back. It was a 7:05 game. Do the math there on how much driving, how late I got home, all of that. When I was sitting in the stadium and I was talking to people around me, and they were like, oh, because you're a Yard Goats fan. Oh, yeah, I traveled 5 hours here, and I have another 5 hours back. And one of the guys looks at me and goes, what if we got rained out? And I was like, damn, I didn't think of that. So I said from that moment, I said, next year, 2023, when I go to my away game, if I'm traveling that many hours, and this is a 3-4 hour trip to Portland, Maine, I'm doing a Friday and a Saturday game. And I got tickets in different parts of the state, in different parts of Hadlock Field, I believe it is. Yeah, there it is. It's on the screen. Hadlock Field. I got two different sides and two different parts of the stadium, so I could enjoy the game from two different parts. And now, granted, most of the time I'm walking around anyway, so that doesn't matter. But I figured I'd try it, and I might be boondock stealth camping overnight. Because I looked at rentals, and because it's still technically summer, and Portland, Maine is like where I am on the shoreline in Connecticut. It's a shoreline town. If you're not spending like $300 something for a hotel room, everyone else is like you could hit a good one. Maybe someone has a suggestion, but a lot of the ones that were under $300 a night, it'd be like, yeah, I got bed bugs from this place. Oh yeah, this place was gross. They didn't clean the shower. Oh, there was hair in the sink. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not paying $100, $250 to find hair in the sink or get bed bugs. So I'm a big fan of Camping with Steve. Check it out on YouTube. And it's boondocking, stealth camping, things like that. I may camp out. I have a van. I may put a whole cot, everything, have the whole thing going on and do that. We'll see. I don't know. It would be a way to save some money where I could spend more money at Hadlock Field. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this went on way longer than I wanted it to. Go down, subscribe, hit the like button, all that great stuff. I am so happy you're here, back to watch the Goat Gazette and talk about the Yard Goats. I'll be back. I'm going to be going to the game tomorrow. I will be filming for the Goat Gazette, so if you see me there, please stop over and say hi. I am Midnight Mike. This is the officially unofficial YouTube channel of the Hartford Yard Goats, and I can't wait to see you next time.